It all began with an email from Repost by SoundCloud that said, "You have been added to split earnings." Normally you'd get added to this if you're the producer, songwriter, or featured artist, but in my case, I was none of those. Someone called StrangerBoy24 had added me as the featured artist for one of their tracks, even though I had nothing to do with it. I'd never heard of this person before. They very generously gave me a 50% split of the royalties. I then discovered a comment on YouTube from them. I found the whole situation really confusing because I didn't know that someone could just add anyone as a featured artist without their permission. So on one hand, I felt flattered that someone liked me enough to want to include me in their music release. On the other hand, it just felt wrong. Like, I didn't help out with this at all. I wasn't a collaborator in one bit. Please, only add artists who actually collaborated with you to your releases. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. But I'm also thankful for StrangerBoy24 because I learned that this is something that is important to be aware of. And it exposes a bigger problem that I've been learning about: Spotify fraud. People are gaming Spotify by making fake collaborations with famous artists. So these scammers upload their song to a music distributor, add a popular or rising artist as the featured artist, even though they aren't involved in the project at all, just like me. If the distributor has no safeguards in place to verify the authenticity of the artist, then the scammer gets away with releasing the track. And with so many music distributors out there, and many of them are very poorly run or quite frankly sketchy companies, it makes sense that scammers are getting away with this. There are on average 60,000 tracks uploaded to Spotify every single day, which is way too many to be vetted by humans. And their algorithms clearly aren't robust enough to prevent this, which is why they rely on third-party distributors who meet our standards for providing quality metadata and protecting against infringement. Even still, if you divide 60,000 tracks by around 30 music distributors, that's around 2,000 tracks per music distributor per day. That's a lot to handle. Many of these music distributors have very small teams or just sloppy business practices that benefit them and not the customer. Metadata is the biggest little problem plaguing the music industry, according to The Verge. So people can go and upload a song right now, and they can put whatever metadata they want in there. You can put whatever famous artist as the featured artist or the main artist, and there's a good chance that it'll actually get uploaded. Now, once the actual artist finds out about it, it's probably going to get taken down. So for example, a scammer might put a famous artist as the featured artist on one of their tracks. It gains a whole bunch of plays and makes their monthly listeners go way up. The track might get taken down, their account doesn't get banned, and so they get this little boost and they can continue doing these scams over and over and over. Or they can release a track under the same artist name as another artist, and that track sometimes will get linked into that profile, but the revenue from that specific track is going to the scammer. What's supposed to happen is Spotify should make a new artist profile with the same name, because artist names aren't automatically trademarked, so there can be an unlimited amount of people with the same artist name. You can trademark your artist name. It costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and you have to apply for a separate trademark in every single country in the world. But even if you trademarked your artist name, this can still happen. All the trademark does, it gives you legal right to ask Spotify to remove the imposter. I'm a longtime Spotify user, and I've enjoyed the platform over the years, from the algorithmic playlist to Canvas. But the more I learn about Spotify as a company, the more I want to just stop using their platform altogether. It's honestly kind of frustrating. Like, I've tried Apple Music, I tried Tidal a while ago, and they just didn't compare to Spotify. Like, Spotify just works so well. In conclusion, I just wanted to share this experience with you and help inform you of some of the things that could happen to you as an artist. The more aware you are of the scams and frauds out there, the more prepared you can be when you encounter them. So keep making music, keep supporting the artists you love, and create every day.